What's up, y'all? Semi Confidential in the building, and it's been long waiting. You know, the shit talking we was doing in previous videos, the surprise that we was telling y'all.
Welcome, motherfuckers, to Santiago, Dominican Republic. It's your boy Double Aaron.
It's your boy Mars, and we doing this shit abroad, y'all.
We on location. We not gonna say exactly what the location is, but we on location though.
Yo, for real.
You know what I'm saying? All you gotta know is we in DR right now, man. And we figured what better way to bring some new content than to record in a completely different country.
It's feeling lovely out here. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yo, it's like probably like 70 degrees out right now. And we just chilling, man. We just had us a nice little conversation, little dinner.
Yeah.
And we figured we'd come at y'all, and we wanted to spin it a little bit because we was talking about some shit at the table when we was eating dinner. Yeah. And the topic was about marriage. And I guess the question is, like, do people still believe in, like, conventional marriages? Like, is that still a thing anymore? Like, do people believe in it? Like, is it something that people are still looking for? We doing something different now? Like,
it's definitely different now. Like, standards is what holds us back now. Because today's people, we have so many standards of how our significant others want, how they should be. You know what I'm saying? Like if let's do an example.
All right.
I have high standards or some shit like that.
Right.
I want the woman to be educated, making 6 figures. She gotta have a great job. She has to have a banging body. Like, she gotta be submissive. She can't be so much of a masculine female. Like, there's so many standards now, and I think that what tears away from men wanting to marry women now. I mean, I'm not saying they switch teams, but you know, it does deter today's men from really making that big step forward. Because I mean, today's women are lost women, bro. That's how I feel. That's just one piece of the puzzle. There's so many factors.
Now, do you think just because a woman is out in the working world and she's in the workforce and she's making a name for herself, and she's making good money, and it's difficult to marry someone like that?
I mean, because she's gonna have standards too.
I mean, everybody should have standards.
Yeah, but you know, let's do the comparison. Like, back in the day, when all you had to do was just find a woman that you love, like, you fall in love with her, you marry her, you have children, and then boom, that was the end of the story. That was the fairy tale of all fairy tales. The dream marriage. Yeah. But like today, like, okay, you have so many women that's working now that they want a piece of the pie too, man. They're gonna look at men like, all right, so yo, do you work? Do you have children? If so, how many? Or do you have like a good relationship with like your family? Like, do you have a good relationship with the baby mother? Is it rocky? Do you still love her? All that. Do you make enough money? Oh my goodness, that's another one.
That's the other one.
That's another one.
How much money you make? Because if you can't, listen, I will say, women do want a man that can keep up.
That is true.
But I guess if you think about it in today's standards, men want a woman that can keep up, though. Because listen, everybody who's like, oh man, well, you know, we worked back in the day, you know, the man went to work and the woman stayed at home. Yes, but also back in the day, a gallon of milk was like 89 cents.
That is true, man.
Back in the day, you could get a dozen of eggs for like $1.30. Back in the day, you could buy a Snickers bar for 15 cents. Back in the day, gas was like 13 cents. Back in the day, everything was cheaper. But yesterday's prices ain't today's prices.
Let's say, how back in the day are we talking about?
Oh shit! I know growing up for me, when I started buying gas, it was like what, $1.25 a gallon.
You let me know where you can find $1.25 gas in today's world.
And then when it went to $2, niggas was complaining like, "Oh, this is fucking outrageous." Look at it today. You get niggas is out here selling ass on the street corner trying to get some gas.
Been ciphering people's tanks.
We robbing folks so we can fill the gas tank. But again, like, it was different, right? Like, you could used to buy a house back in the day for like $50,000.
Actually, less than that. What was it, like 19? I'm sorry. Was it 19? I think it was like early 1900s where they posted an ad of a house and it was like $500.
Right.
I was like, what?
And even if you fast forward to 98, when my mother bought her first house, she paid $75,000 for it.
You can't even do that now.
You can't even make a down payment of $75,000 for a house anymore. Like,
Yo, 75 G's?
Like, that shit is nothing anymore.
75 G's for a house? You must either paying for like a house that's like over 750. There we go. That close to $1 million. 75 G's? Your credit score must be shit.
Shit.
You gotta have the shittiest. They'd be like, I know the house costs about like 300 grand, but you need to put 75 down. Bro.
Well, no, because you got to think about it, right? 20% of however much the house costs. So you buy a $600,000 house, and they want 20% of that $600,000.
Yeah, all right.
Do you have 60 grand?
I mean, but, yeah, you know, when the numbers, you would have to put the numbers into it.
You know what I'm saying? You got to put the numbers in it. It's all relative. Obviously, if you buy a $350,000 house, you're gonna need $35,000 now.
Yeah,
but like,
you're gonna need that.
But like in 2023, you need a 2-income household. Like, ain't no way in hell, unless you making like $250,000 a year.
You let me know what job that is. I'll quit my current one to do
Look
that.
me in my eyes. You show me where I can get a job making $250,000 a year. I said a job, not owning a business. I said a job, making $250,000 a year.
Where I get holidays,
weekends off and shit, all that other shit for $250. You show me that job for $250, I'll apply for it.
Hell yeah, I'll start that process right now. But yo, and like you said, a house requires 2 incomes, which requires, you know, typically a marriage couple.
Right.
You know, that's the main goal of marriage. You know, you live out those marriage dreams where you own property and then you build your family around that. You know what I'm saying? So like today, everybody just wants their own shit.
I guess my question is, when did 2 people working become such a big hurdle? Like, when did it become such a big competition? Because now I feel like that's what it is nowadays. Like, you know, a man's cool in his marriage as long as his wife ain't making more money than him. Yeah,
but that's where insecurities comes into play.
Right.
Because, yo, like, I want to say, you said this, like, the last podcast. Some of these people are some bitch ass people, you know what I'm saying? Some punk ass kids, bro. Because as a man, you shouldn't have insecurities about like your financial situation. You make do of what you have. You know what I'm saying? If you can make it work, especially if you're in a relationship with a woman that is willing to work with you. Now, I know certain women today, they don't want a man that's making less than them. And I had to ask this question. You know the answer that I got? So is he gonna try to, you know, upgrade in life? I said, but this is the question that I put out. I said, what if you meet a good guy, a good man, checks off all the boxes, but he makes less than you? Say, I even put numbers. I even put a number on it. I said, that man's making 70. I mean, you make 75. He's making 50. Could you make that work? Instead of answering yes or no, it was more of a question after that. It was more of like, is that man going to try to upgrade in life?
Well, why does that matter? No. The question is, could you make it work? Could you make it work? All right, fine. We won't. A $25,000 decrease is a little bit drastic.
Yeah, I mean,
but it does happen.
Yeah.
But we'll give you more realistic. Actually, no. Fuck that. That's a realistic answer.
I was gonna say that's a realistic.
There are some people out here that make $50,000. Yo, it is what it is. Is he upgrading? I don't fucking know. He gotta want. Listen, I can't want more for a person than they want for themselves. So you like, if that's something that he's striving to do, maybe he's in school, maybe he's just starting out. Listen, everybody gotta start from somewhere.
True. But I also put out the fact that I said he's happy where he's at.
Oh, is he just comfortable though? Wait.
Yeah, you sound like just like the person. But I put it out there, people. I said, yo, if that man is comfortable at that job, because sometimes, even though you make less money than your significant other, sometimes you do like the job that you work at.
No, I hear that part.
Because it's hard to find a job that you actually like going to on a daily basis. Like, it's hard to find that.
And I mean, I know there's being comfortable, and then there's being comfortable, which equals complacency. Yeah. Like, so I mean, yeah, if you happy making $50,000 for the next 10 years, then hey, that's you. Like,
I hope you got a stock. I hope you got a 401k or something. Because 50 G's can't even pay today's bills,
cutting it though, bro. But but I hear where you're coming from though.
Yeah.
And so, ladies, I guess the question does become, all right, you know what? For shits and giggles, I'll do it like this.
Okay.
You make 80 grand, and he makes 65.
That's realistic.
It's a little more than 50.
That's a realistic number though.
But it ain't 80.
It's not 80. But
I feel like you can make a really good life if your husband made 65,000 and you was making 80. Like that. First of all, y'all are like kind of like a power couple, honestly. And then if he level up, then he level the fuck up. Who cares? Listen, it ain't about when you get there. It's just as long as you get there.
But it's one of those things. Is working with the person as well.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, y'all are both a team regardless. So it doesn't. Even if the roles was reversed, and I actually said this though. I said the roles were reversed. Men, we really don't give. Some men don't give a shit.
We don't care
because, like, all right, think about it. We're not in the relationship, or we're not in it for the financial reasons. I'm just glad that you're working. Honestly, if you're working, I feel like it's perfect.
Right. I believe in power couples, bro. Like, like, listen, my wife make 80, I make 65, but maybe I'm about to get a raise soon. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, we fucking killing it. And, like, she not better than me, I'm not better than her. We just two hardworking people who fucking love each other and just want to do well in life. But I think we have gone away from that being the concept to it being the competition. Because I feel like it be some dudes that be in competition with their girl. And that shit is lame to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen a man just be like, oh yeah, she thinks she better than me because she make more money.
Bro, just be happy she's working.
She just makes more money. She don't think she better than you. Only you would come up with that dumbass notion.
Just be happy that
she working and that she ain't fucking using you.
Yeah,
and maybe she love your dumbass for what you bring to the table. Have you ever thought about that? When did it go away from being about love and trust and honor and all of this other shit? Now I get it. Listen, every marriage ain't perfect. Shit ain't peachy keen. And some shit ends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You take what you take. That's good. You leave the rest in the past. You move on.
Yeah, man. And you're speaking from experience.
But I'm speaking from experience. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm a divorced man. I have no qualms against my ex-wife. I have no animosity towards her. It just didn't work out in the end. The two stars didn't align. The fucking shoes weren't tied. However you want to say it.
All right, my question to you though, for a man that experienced marriage, we was talking. You said you'll do it again.
I would do it again. Yes.
So, what would be a thing that you would change from your first to the next?
My patience.
Patience?
You see, I feel like I rushed the first time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get married for the right reasons the first time. I don't feel. And I mean, the shit just didn't work out in the end. But now, if I'm gonna find my forever person, I'm gonna make sure I do it right, and I'm gonna make sure that person is for me and I'm for them. And that's just it, right? Like, if you find that one person who can make you giggle or make you laugh or give you butterflies on the inside when she texts you and shit and all of that other shit, then you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's all about. Like, right. I think I think the notion of marriage is scary because we we look at it from the wrong side of the glasses. You know what I'm saying? Like we're outside looking in, and so we see what we want to see instead of seeing what we actually need to see.
Damn. Well, you're the king of sayings. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you noticed this, man. King of sayings. But go ahead. Continue, please.
So, marriage is just isn't. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
It comes with its trials and tribulations. But if you say you love that person that much, and you're willing to work that much harder, then those problems that seem like big issues really aren't that big. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to get past the arguing part and really look at situations being like, yo, this situation is really not that serious. But yeah, here we are arguing about it.
Yo, somebody had, like, with situations like that, somebody got to be the bigger person.
Somebody got to be the person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be like, listen, why are we arguing about this? This is mad dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just, listen, all right. Also, listen, we got to get into the habit of listening to each other. Because if two people are arguing back and forth, that means ain't nobody listening. So how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then people are out there trying to, pretty much say somebody else's point before they can finish making it, and that's where the miscommunication comes. Because you're thinking of it from one way, and you're arguing it, but that person hasn't finished making their point yet.
True.
And so you arguing a completely wrong point, and you don't even know it because you ain't let that person finish what they were trying to say. We have to start doing a lot more of this and a lot less of this.
Some people like that confrontation shit, man.
Yeah, that shit is weird.
It's weird.
Yo, it do be people that like that shit.
They do like confrontation,
fucking
like they
sociopaths.
Like, argue with me.
Come on.
Like, I think for men it's more like, okay, so let me get it together. For women, they always want to know how we feel. How we feel. I mean, granted, yes, we do have to work on expressing our feelings, but at the same time, a person like myself was never in my feelings.
Right.
So, like, even when you ask me, yo, how do you feel? I just be like, I don't know. What answer
Why
do you
asking
want
me
from me then? Like, what type of answer do you want from this? Like, are you trying to build a conversation? Like, what do you want? When you ask me how am I feeling, I'm not in my feelings, bro. But I mean, if you want to have a conversation about some shit, just tell me. Just put it out on the table.
And I wish people could get into the habit of just telling somebody if there's something bothering you.
True.
Male or female that is a male now, that whatever you are.
I'm not diving into that one. Go ahead.
Whatever you identify with, whoever makes you, it don't matter. You all have to be able to voice what's on your minds, because we not mind readers.
True.
So if it's something bothering you, you gotta start speaking up. Like, ain't nobody gonna be sitting here like, is this bothering you? Okay, that's not it. Okay, well, is this bothering you? When you could literally just say, hey, you did something earlier that really rubbed me the wrong way. And if that person knows how to face humility and not get defensive, because we as men, we always have the irrational
I get the negative conclusion of what the fuck you're about to tell us.
Right.
Yeah, it's horrible.
We start defending it before they can even don't fucking come at me like that. You don't know what. But
I was at my grandma's house. Don't even try to get into that.
I was at a family barbecue. But
go ahead.
Just come up and say, hey, this happened earlier and it really bothered me the wrong way. If that person is really an adult and knows how to face humility, they'll empathize with you and sympathize with you and be like, damn, you know what, I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't realize that I did that. It won't happen again.
Yeah.
Problem resolved. Squash. It's over. That's it. Y'all can eat a slice of pizza, dunk some Dunkaroos, take a sip of Hennessy.
You said Dunkaroos?
Dunkaroos, motherfucker. I found them shit at 7-Eleven. Stop playing.
You said Dunkaroos?
Dunkaroos. I don't know why the fuck I said that either.
Damn, I haven't heard that in a while. What?
Yo, 7-Eleven be having the Dunkaroos. I be feeling like a 7-year-old again.
But yes, I mean, you're right though. As people, we do need to kind of just work on not getting so offended easily without really hearing out the person. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, jumping to conclusions on a lot of things. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of us do that.
We do.
A lot of us do that
Because don't nobody like to hear, well, you did this. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
bitch.
At that point, we just go tit for tat.
Pretty much.
We go tit for tat.
I didn't say that when you broke that dish in the sink last week.
Oh yeah. I wasn't coming home late at night. What the fuck were you doing? Like, we all go tit for tat for something. We gotta stop doing that. We just, like you said, listen more, and pretty much try to work things out better.
Also, we as adults have to stop holding in these issues that we have with our partners until they bring some shit up with you, and then you want to use that shit as clickbait and be like, well, since we on this topic,
Yo, it's like, oh yeah, you gonna bring that? All right, I got something for you. Got something from right here.
Bring that
Remember that time frame when you?
Bitch, remember you broke that pot last week? I didn't say nothing.
Yo, heads really be having some shit in the archives. Like, oh yeah.
they be keeping them receipts like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing about it right now.
I ain't gonna say nothing now, but
Wait till she bring up the fact that I play
Back
video
pocket.
games too much. I'm gonna
hold this in the back pocket. You know what I'm saying? But today's marriages is dying, man. A lot of us is willing to be alone before we even try to find somebody that's for us. And it's weird, but like, I understand. Today's world, we all have standards, and certain people, sometimes we can't meet the requirements, man.
You know, the pandemic had a lot to do with this, though.
Sure.
Because a lot of people found themselves in the pandemic. And if you really think about it, when we couldn't see our loved ones for like maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and you
Plays
really
impact.
got used to being alone, and then you really started enjoying the fact that you got to be alone, and
Learn.
as soon as somebody came and tried to get in your space, you'd be like, nah.
Yo, get out. Get out. Please.
Get out.
Please, don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch my shit.
It's like one of those kids that like, you leave something on the table for so long, like the toy.
And they don't even be
They
thinking
don't,
about
they
the
don't
shit.
think about the toy, but until you touch it, they be like, whoa. Like, that plays a factor. I could say the pandemic does play a factor.
Listen, it really made people be like, yo, I really thought I had to be around this person in order to be happy.
True. But
instead, I really found my own happiness. And
By
my
yourself.
own happiness was by myself in my own space.
Yep.
And so now motherfuckers is reluctant to share that space again. Like, they're like, nah, I just started loving to sleep in my bed by myself.
But do you think like a lot of us play like the savage mode? Do you think like we're more savages now than before?
I absolutely think we are.
I think everybody
beat around
plays
the bush
the
no
tough
more.
guy role.
Motherfuckers not beating around the bush no more.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is. You see, once we realize that if we don't want to do something, we just don't do it.
Everybody's savages. That's real. Everybody's savages now. So I guess that could play a deterrence of like why somebody won't want to be with another person, male or female.
Especially if like say you was with somebody for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And all you knew was them. We'll just blame it on the pandemic again. The pandemic comes up,
So easy. You use the point to figure at the pandemic.
right? And then let's just say y'all break up.
Right.
Shit didn't work out, for whatever reason. Now you alone. And you're like, I gotta heal. I gotta do some things differently. I gotta really get out there and find myself, right? So you start going back to the gym.
Okay.
You start taking maybe some walks. You start cooking better for yourself. Now you're looking good. Your confidence is high. You're used to being in your own space, which then creates your own happiness.
Sound like on some Stella God group back, but go ahead.
And now you want to get back out there and date.
Yes.
But there's a reluctance to it. Because now You're very particular about who you're willing to let into your space. To which case, you're very reluctant now as to like, do I even want to get married again, bro? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you put those specific details in there, right? Like, yo, you found yourself again. You was able to revamp yourself. You created a better version of yourself, a better version of you. And then getting back into the dating world where you honestly, since you've been so far away or been disconnected into that world, getting back into it, bro, you don't even know what you're about to walk into.
you don't.
You don't know what type of today's individuals you're about to meet.
But that's where the honesty comes in now, like you were
True.
saying, right? So now you start dating again, and then I wouldn't call them triggers, but it's more than likely shit that you probably would have missed a few years ago and would have just been okay with and swept under the rug. But then when you see people do it in real life, and then you're like, oh, I don't like this. Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah.
She's exhibiting this, and I know I didn't do well with this the last time. Ooh, this ain't gonna work out for me. Or sometimes people just ain't for you. Everybody don't deserve to be around you. Everybody don't deserve your moxie and your intelligence and your happiness and your space and everything you build. You have to literally want that person to be able to join in. See, I think that's what I'm looking like. If you think about it, like what the person I end up with next, I just want them to be able to join in with the happiness.
True.
I don't like. I'm a firm believer now, and like if I gotta argue with you 3 weeks into knowing you, I don't want to be with you.
Because, I mean, technically you want peace.
You showing me what's gonna happen already. Like,
We all want peace. Like you said. Because, I mean, that's what it kind of just draws down to. Like, you want peace. You want peace in your life, especially going the second round.
Oh.
Like, yo, you're like, the first one didn't work out for these reasons, and now I want to correct them and actually enjoy this one. And hopefully this one here is my last one.
right.
But like, peace, man. Peace within your relationship. That's a true core value that people just don't understand. And I think that's why a lot of it just messes up now.
I always get that question of like, so would you ever get married again?
Yeah.
I did ask you that. I asked you that earlier.
I'm not afraid of marriage. Just because it didn't work out with one person doesn't mean it's not gonna work out with another. That's a completely different person.
That's probably wasn't your person.
That last person, remember that day when we was on the porch and we was talking about people who are in your life sometimes aren't meant to be there forever.
Yeah.
Just because they're in your
Temporary.
life, and they can be in your life for 15, 20 years, right? You'll be like, oh, I can't believe you broke up after 20 years. Well, maybe that person just wasn't for you.
Yeah. It just took 15, 20 years to kind of finally break that off. Yo, like, it's hard, but like, yeah, not everybody is for everybody. I mean, you find an individual. I hope I said that correct. But not everybody who brings happiness is the person for you. I mean, granted,
And they can be the nicest person in the
nicest
world.
person on the planet, yo. You can meet a great guy, ladies. You can meet a great guy, and that guy is just not for you. He's not your person. Men too, yo. We could meet. There's a bunch of fly ass women out here. Fly as shit. We seen some today. There's a bunch of fly ass women out here, man. But not every woman, not every woman is meant for me. There's a particular person for me, and eventually I'll find that person.
You want to know when you find them?
Give us the cheat code.
Generally, you'll know you found that person every time they call you, you be like, oh, I'll be right back. I gotta go take this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, when she
Let me
texts
take
you,
the call.
you
Let me
know what I'm
take the
saying? You be
call.
sending a text back, smiling and shit like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you just genuinely, and that person, if that person feel the same way, that's how you know. But if that person call you and you like, oh, hey, this bitch go.
No.
Or she texts you like, ah, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
That's a good way to put it.
If you're not happy to see that person or talk to that person every day, then that person ain't for you. And don't waste that person's time. Time waits for no man. That shit is precious. Time is a new currency, motherfucker. That shit's more expensive than money. Wait,
You can make
fuck, not expensive. You know what I meant. It's worth more than money. There it is.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got
You buying what I'm selling?
I'm buying
Okay.
what you're selling here.
You eating what I'm baking?
Yeah,
All right,
pretty
cool.
much.
All right.
You got one more?
You seeing what I'm saying?
But
I'm just saying. You get the picture that I'm drawing?
Yes,
Okay,
I got it.
all right,
So, you
good.
know, Picasso. But yeah, that's true, man. That is true. Damn. Yeah. Shit. I got nothing on that.
It be this shit right here.
Like, I'm like, when you do meet that person that really like changes your attitude, that's real, bro. Like, certain people just have that effect on you.
It's that effect, right?
I mean, it don't even have to be like the opposite sex texting.
You could be the motherfucker going to bed at 9 o'clock every night, but you'll stay up till the deep depths of the morning, knowing damn well you gotta go to work in 20 minutes.
Having a conversation.
Having
Y'all
a
not even
conversation.
really talking about
They ain't
anything.
talking about shit. You see what's on Nickelodeon right now?
I just got some new socks. I got them
some new socks.
today.
Look how I wear my sweatpants.
Like, it's just like y'all don't talk. Y'all wouldn't talk about anything. It's just y'all just on the phone.
If y'all fall asleep on the phone together, that's how you know it's real, right?
Well, I mean, I can't really say that. I did that back in the day, in my early 20s.
Nah, but y'all both gotta fall asleep though. Not one person fall asleep and you be like, ooh, I was waiting for that bitch to fall asleep and hang up on her.
Yo. But you awake?
You be waiting for you be waiting for her to be like, yeah, I'm
Word.
so tired. You be like, oh, this bitch gonna fall asleep any moment now.
Word.
And we do the 3 checks. Ladies, we'll do
Alright.
3 checks. Hello?
2 for me.
Skill.
You
Hello?
fell asleep? You
Click.
asleep? Alright. That's it. Yeah, man.
That's it, yo. You feel me?
So, a question though. What do you feel that needs to be changed? How do you think we can change that narrative when it comes to marriage? Like,
We can't never change the narrative about marriage until we change our attitudes towards marriage.
Shit, yeah. You think we need to get rid of the standards?
I think there's become too many fucking prerequisites in order to become married. I thought the general idea was to love that person enough to you to want to be with that person forever.
Clearly not. Because you gotta have everything else.
Some of these men and women out here get married for pensions.
Yeah. Old lady Wilson, she got the 401k.
I run into Gwendolyn, huh?
You know what I'm saying? She got close to 7 bands in there. You know what I'm saying? Not 7 bands. 7 figures.
700 bands in that movie.
Yo, if she got 700 bands on the 401k, bro,
That's not actually really. If you think about it, 700 bands is really a lot.
that's not a lot. But I mean, for you retiring, the age that you retire, or the day that you finally, pretty much retired. You retire from your job, and you know.
Well, I guess if you own your house by then, right? Like if you
I will hope so.
own your house by then, you own your car, right? You probably got an investment property that you probably own by then. So right now, you just
750k coming right back to you. That spurts. But anyway, like, I think we just need to get rid of standards, man. We have so many standards, bro.
Whatever happened to loving without borders?
Our grandparents didn't believe in anything else besides loving one another.
I think you know what happened is we as young people, and I get it, it's just shit that we ain't gonna stand for, right?
Yeah.
But I think we abuse the fact that we ain't gonna stand for shit.
But you
And here we are now, right?
lose out. You're gonna be alone.
Listen, the grass ain't always green on the other side.
It's just, I feel like we just need to go back to the old ways, man. You know, if we...
Do you love me unconditionally? Do I love you unconditionally? Word, is something you trying to do forever? Word, you trying to go quarter on a baby?
Buy a quarter. So buy a quarter.
You
Take care of it a little bit.
Because you think about it, men only put in about a quarter of it. Like,
And when I play in that toilet,
You like, hey,
but
I'm gonna tell your mama.
it gets quiet, they be like this. What y'all doing?
I don't hear no breathing.
If it's too quiet, then hold up.
one of these motherfuckers might be dead. Wait.
Oh, I gotta check these kids. But yeah, I think we need to get back to the old ways, man. Take away some standards, man, and honestly enjoy marriage for what it truly is.
But make sure you love the person that you marrying. Ain't nothing worse than getting married and regretting it at the altar.
That's the sucky part. You get to that part of the
This
stage,
shit, I do.
you're just sitting there like, damn, what did I
What did I
sign
do?
up for?
What's the annulment period?
Dude, anybody in this room, me, I didn't think this straight. Let me go back to the drawing board.
That's funny though. Man or woman, let's ask this question. If you at the altar and you having second thoughts, are you still going through with the marriage?
Hell, yo, don't do that.
Nah,
to
be
yourself,
real. Be
bro.
real.
Fuck no. Hell no. I'm setting myself up. If I'm already not happy, bro, why would I set myself up to be in a marriage? And then on top of that, all right, now I gotta be with you for a certain period of time in order for me to divorce you. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, because there is a time in it where like you can annul the marriage. You can get an annulment, but then the other person has to agree to it. Though. That's
Oh shit! See, and that's where, because what if Shorty was like,
she like your fucking mind.
"You're not leaving me. You're not going nowhere." Like, what?
You gonna learn to love me if you don't love me, motherfucker.
Yo, see the demon side of her, the demon bride. That's what they call it, bridezilla.
The bridezilla.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Like, you'll see that shit.
Yo, Mac family, man, I'm so glad y'all here, man. Listen, in order for us to keep getting better, man, and keep putting out this content, man, we really need y'all help, man. We really just need y'all to like our stuff, comment on our stuff, subscribe to our stuff, hit that notification bell so y'all can keep receiving this stuff that we keep putting out, man. Your support is greatly appreciated, man, and I noticed that y'all are watching these videos, and we're going to keep continuing to put out these videos so as long as you guys are willing to watch. And we just want to say, man, the last couple of videos, man, they did really well, and
Y'all watching,
and we really appreciate it, y'all, man. But we will appreciate it even more if y'all could just like and subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, man, because we
and
coming,
share
man.
it. Share it too.
Share it with your mom, your baby mom, your used to be baby mom, your baby mom who you thought was your baby mom that ain't your baby
sneaky
mom
link,
for real, your
you
sneak
know,
link, your
sometimes.
honeycomb hideout, whoever you want to share it with.
Oh. But yeah, definitely, like A said, man, just like, comment, subscribe, share it, and we're gonna throw out some more gems for y'all, some great content for y'all.
And stay tuned, man, because we gonna be out here for a little bit.
Oh,
And
this is just the start.
this is just the start. This is just our first our first day here, man.
Yo, day one.
Day one, and we got some more stuff coming to y'all, man. We gonna talk about this stuff, man, and we gonna get back on this topic too because we want to get the female perspective of it, and so we gonna get that too, man. Y'all stay tuned. This your boy Double A Ron.
It's your boy Morris.
Yeah, we out.
We out. Beautiful as hell out here. God damn.
God damn.
God damn.